I'm with head football coach Peter Haugen here. Gustavus is in the midst of spring ball, coach. Well, first of all, just about a couple weeks into it so far. Tell me how it's been going so far.
Yeah, it's going well. You know, the first 7 practices, everybody could be out here, and that's kind of what's allowed by the league. And then, of course, this year we got a special trip going to Mexico, and that affords you 10 extra practices. Whether we go that full 10, we're not quite sure yet. We got to kind of assess that daily, but we're about halfway through those, and you know, it's going well. It's just good to get out here, and you know, the guys have worked really hard in the off season. Now it's a chance to get out here and play a little bit.
Tell me about the international trip and how it changes spring ball. I look around here, guys are in full pads. You usually don't get to do that, do you?
That's right, yeah. In Division III, that 7 practices that we're allowed by the league, that's got to be t-shirt and shorts. And so if you do take that trip internationally, then you get the 10 pads where you can be padded. And so it gives a whole different feel to spring ball. Normally you're just out here playing two-hand touch, and now we're getting after it a little bit.
And you get to play in full pads because you'll be playing a game in Mexico, right? This is the second time you made a trip with the Gustavus football team. Schedule changed a little bit, or walk me through what's going to happen in Mexico.
Yeah, so we'll get down there. It'll be very similar to what we did a few years ago, but we will play an international game. When we get down there, we'll conduct a couple youth clinics for the youth down there. Football is really growing down there in Mexico, where we're going down the Yucatan Peninsula. Then the next day we'll do a coaches clinic, and so all the coaches from the Yucatan are actually coming to a site. Our players will be demonstrating drills. It's just it'll be a neat deal. And then the next day we hit the orphanage and have a little fun with some activities. We'll have some tours for our guys, and then the final day is, or the day before our final day is the game. For sure, I think the goal first of all is get your offense in, get your defense in. But you know, really, you know, this year we got a new group of offensive linemen, so it's really been valuable to get these guys a lot of repetitions. The other thing that's important is to come out healthy. So it's always kind of assessing how hard are we going, and we need to pull back a little bit. But you know, it's a chance to get things in, but also kind of get a look at our new players. Some of these freshmen who've now had an off season, or some of these sophomores who've had 2 off seasons to kind of get themselves right and see if they can contribute.
Well, final 2 weeks here. What are you kind of looking for as you end spring ball in this transition year, in this different year as you're going to Mexico later on this month?
Yeah, I think now it's kind of wrapping things up, and we've got 4 practices left here, and so we'll continue to put a couple more things in, but really it's just trying to get better at what we're doing. We'll also probably take one of the days and really talk about how guys can approach their summers. You know, how can they maximize their summer workouts? Coaches can't be involved. Coaches aren't going to be there. Players are going to be back at their high school, so how they can maximize that. And we'll talk about goal setting too, just trying to be specific about how we can grow that way.
And it's got to be important to have this trip because, you know, the end of spring ball, guys don't see each other for 3 months after that, so they have this trip to kind of cap it off.
Yeah, no question. And that's just one of the big focuses of these. You know, these 10 practices are great, and the time down in Mexico is going to be great. And really, that opportunity for guys just to be together more, you know, and the team bonding that takes place, and that's a really important dynamic. And the closer our team becomes, the better we become.
Thanks a lot for the time, Coach. Good luck the rest of spring ball here.
All right, take care. Thanks.